Discover the magical world of save data. With Around the Monitor.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Around the Monitor, the weekly gaming news talk show where every point you make in the discussion is a point towards winning. How we work here is basically everybody talks through the week's news in gaming. As they do so, I give them points, and whoever has the most at the end of the show wins. We go live on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as on our YouTube channel and podcast services the very following morning. Joining me once again, we've got the world's #1 Psychonauts 2 fan, David.
Which game is more real, Psychonauts 2 or Elden Ring? You know the answer.
Hey, they both have multiple trailers now. I don't know.
Elden Ring does have pages, it's true.
First time on the show, formerly of DualShockers, you might have seen him on sites like IGN, What's Good Games, and Kinda Funny. We've got Mario Rivera.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for inviting me. This is fun.
Thank you for being here.
It's so great. We talked about cats. We talked about Space Jam. What else can we talk about?
Oh shit! I just realized you have a sweet Kenny Omega shirt on.
I do have a sweet.
Damn it! I should have worn my Brody Lee shirt. Ah, hell.
Mario, if people are not familiar with your work, give us kind of the elevator pitch on who is Mario.
Yes, I'm that Mario Rivera. I'm the only Mario Rivera you need to know about. There's no other Marios, so don't worry about Mario Not Bros. That's where I'll start. I, of course, did video content for DualShockers for about a year and a half before I quit.
Yeah, light them up.
And basically, just tried to work within the gaming space, was working beforehand on other things, and now just trying to do it on my own, trying to do my own content, my own YouTube channel, and obviously at Point in Progress, which is my podcast.
Absolutely. Heck yeah. Obviously, power to all the independent content creators out there, because it's freaking rough. There sure is. As always, we've got the non-Kenny Omega shirt wearing Chris.
It's Thursday. You know what that means. Also, if you're watching this show and it's a nightmare, I'm editing it this week, and I'm sorry.
That's right. For the first time ever, I have an engagement as soon as this show ends. So Chris will actually be taking over the editing for this. So if it is a nightmare, we do apologize.
Either we apologize or you're welcome, depending on who you are.
And the voice you heard right there is, of course, the hockey sticks and sickle herself, Elise.
Working my way through all the flavors, we've got Ultra Rosa today.
Ooh. Wow. There we go. I didn't know. This is a new brand of monster.
Wait, was that Ultra Rosé, like the wine?
No, Rosa.
Rosa?
Oh, okay.
Ultra Rosa?
R-O-S-A with an accent on the A.
What?
Okay, thank you, monster. You know, listen, how else would we have been able to get through Death Stranding without Ultimate Rosa?
How else can we make Norman Reedus
your magical flask that turns water into monster?
Start the show!
We normally start the show with a trivia question to determine the order, and this week we've got in the news, Fall Guys has the developer Mediatonic has been acquired by Epic Games. Of course, this game has sold incredibly well, done extremely well for its first year, not even on the market. My question to you all is, how many copies has it sold on PC?
Oh, slightly different.
I mean,
Bastard.
Or did he Google it and he only had the PC number?
Probably that one.
Maybe.
I got you. I know what you're up to. I'm gonna say.
So it was.
Go ahead, Elise.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I actually changed my mind.
I was gonna say it was free on PS Plus for like the first month
that
or
will
two,
fuck
right?
the numbers. Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, that'll fuck the numbers because anyone who has a PlayStation is not gonna buy it on PC.
Let me tell you, it doesn't have crossplay, so that's not necessarily true.
I definitely bought it on PC as well.
I don't have PS Plus because I don't care. So I bought it on PC.
I'm too cool.
I mean, it's a PS4. Like on the PS5, yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna start 1.5 million.
Oh, what the hell? I'm gonna go 9 million. You're insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Price is Right rules 10 million.
There we
Damn
go.
He's good. He knows what he's doing.
Elise?
I'm gonna go 13 million.
13 million. The correct answer.
Hell yeah.
11 million, which does mean
way.
Mario will be starting off going by Price or Right rules. Chris will be next, followed by Elise, followed by David. Let's talk about those topics.
Did a lot better than I thought.
That game is sold incredibly well. Yeah, Mediatonic is not hurting at all.
Oh.
Topics for this week. We've got the sinking city drama is some of the most wild shit I've ever seen. If you don't know about this story, it is just crazy stuff going on from the publishing side of that. I assume somebody will want to talk about that topic. Elden Ring fans rejoice. Elise, we finally got a leaked trailer this week and a confirmation that, as Elise said, this game has pages. Whatever that means. Reportedly, it cost Google tens of millions of dollars to get AAA titles ported to Stadia. Sony is discontinuing video purchases and rentals on the PlayStation Store. Did anybody even know this was a thing? Because I don't think I did. New Pokemon games were revealed last week, just after we did the show on Friday, which of course includes the new open world game Pokemon Legends Arceus, or according to the trailer, Arceus, which is not how any Pokemon fan pronounced that name. Once again, I'm asking you to talk about Switch Pro rumors, which once again apparently seem very realistic this time.
Super Switch.
As mentioned before, the Fall Guys developers Mediatonic have now been acquired by Epic Games. In what is maybe the greatest cross-media marketing of all time, Pringles now has a flavor that tastes like an extinct bird from the game Halo Reach. What the fuck? Sony's newest controller patent is bananas, literally. Hogwarts Legacy will allow players to create transgender characters. A unknown player showed up to a Street Fighter tournament, won, and then disappeared, quickly donating all of their earnings to charity. And last but not least, Twitch has released a transparency report, which shows that only 2% of harassment allegations on Twitch were actually acted upon. Mario, you have the honor of going first. What would you like to talk about for the first topic of the show?
You know what? I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Pokemon news.
Heck yeah!
I think Pokemon news is probably the most exciting thing that happened in any of the directs that they were kind of like showing. Obviously, we had the Nintendo Direct, we had the State of Play from PlayStation, and then there was the Pokemon celebrating the 25th anniversary. And they start off with that banger trailer of just showing the generations throughout the years.
That was very cool.
That was very cool. Which of course then led into two solid games that I'm really excited for, and they're relatively back to back. It seems. I mean, for now, like later in this year, we're gonna get the Diamond and Pearl remakes, sort of remasters, if you will, because it pretty much looks like they're just transplanting a different style on top of the original game, like the exact original game. So that's kind of cool. It's Game Freak is not working on it; it's another team. Which is, to me, I thought was interesting until, of course, their next announcement, which immediately it was like, wait a minute, is this finally the game that I wanted to play? This is what I thought Sword and Shield was going to be? And I don't know if that really is true yet. It still looks kind of shit, but I'm excited to see what potential future is for, obviously, this new Pokemon Legends, which is like they're considering like a new brand of games. So, yeah, I'm excited for new Pokemon games, brand new Pokemon games. So, discuss.
I think, as you said, like this is extremely exciting, especially considering that they have the remasters being worked on by another studio, so they actually have the time to fully invest and make this game, which hopefully, becomes the open world Pokemon game that we all want it to be. Will that happen?
God, I just hope it doesn't suck.
Breath of the Mob.
That's all.
It looks very early. Like this is a long way off.
That frame rate was rough.
The trailer
the frame rate was like 5.
The fact that there was not they showed footage of the main character walking through a city and there was not a single NPC to be seen. I'm like, man, I understand they want to get the news out that they're working on this game, but like I don't think the game was ready for this trailer necessarily. That being said,
over a time card like Elder Scrolls does. Who cares?
You're
Pokemon.
they're working on a big thing, and we're not going to have another Pokemon Direct for like a year.
Yeah.
So either they reveal
Probably.
it now, or they reveal it a year from now, and
Yeah.
True.
The next Pokemon Direct we'll probably get is right before the Diamond and Pearl's ready to come out to be like, this is what's going to be in the game. Also, by the
Man.
way, in like 4 months, we're giving you this.
Mhm.
What if they had just waited until like a month before that Pokemon Legends game was going to come out and they drop a direct? Like
That would be
that would
cool, but
blow
that's-
people's minds.
True.
Nintendo seems so wishy-washy about how close to release days they announce things.
Oh, for sure. This last year in particular was very, very interesting. With,
I don't blame them for that, though.
No. I mean, I think, as we've said multiple times, that's totally a COVID issue, and I believe them on that one. But
I do think one thing that's good about this is because it's a separate studio working on the remakes, they're not going to change a damn thing because there's no way in hell Game Freak is letting some jackass other studio change their change Pokemon, the most valuable franchise that exists. In
like,
the
oh,
universe.
we added 13 new Pokemon. What?
That'd be okay. Okay, if they could add like 2, that'd be awesome.
That would be kind of dope. Really quick, one thing I forgot to mention is if you are watching the show live on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam, you can vote to give or take away points from people in the show, just to add a little chaos to it. Our K-fan in the chat says, wow, Nintendo cross save data collab with Mario, gives a point to Mario, also says, sorry, Mario, I'm sure you never get jokes about being Mario. I can't imagine.
No, never.
Yeah,
Whenever a podcast says my name, I just get charged up like the spirit bomb.
Next person in the order is Chris. What would you like to talk about for the second topic of the show, Chris?
I can talk about memes later. Let's talk about an unknown, unnamed fighting game player showing up at Alex Vale's fighting game competition and just absolutely smurfing on kids.
Absolutely.
So I want to get the name of Alex Vale's company because I actually don't remember what the hell it is on my top of my head. But basically, there was a Street Fighter tournament being held by Wednesday Night Fights, which is basically fronted by Alex Vale, who's a professional fighting game player. And they're holding a tournament like normal, and there was a big cash prize. You've seen things on the internet, you know how stuff works. And people showed up and played fighting games. Sure, sounds great. But this is kind of like a semi-pro thing. This is mostly like guys who have like, a couple thousand followers on Twitch or something like that. A couple of guys showing up, having fun, playing some fighting games, getting their names out there, which is always good. Then there was this one guy who got in through the play-ins, who went by the gamer tag, or I guess internet tag, whatever you want to call it. The future's weird. SV5 Ryu player LOL, which is a great name, very distinctive. Who came in playing Ryu. Ryu, not a very good player, and not a very good character.
Is that the correct pronunciation?
Ryu.
Okay, listen, Chris, you're the fighting game guy. I would expect you to come in with
Street Fighter before I knew anything about shit. So get off my back.
I mean, listen, I don't come in here calling him Yashi. I'm like, oh, Mario's riding Yashi over here.
That's not the right letter, though.
I wouldn't write Yashi.
Anyways, just fucking go on.
There we go. I gotta cut that too. Ryu. Anyway, Ryu's very middle of the pack in Street Fighter 5. He's not great. He's not bad. He's honestly about as good as Sakura, which says something. I'm a Sakura man. I can say that. Anyway, he just starts destroying kids.
Mm-hmm.
I watched parts of the VOD. I mean, look, this guy's fundamentals are insane. His prediction is insane. His anti-airs are really clean. This person very clearly knows how to play Ryu at what is essentially a professional level. I mean, like even someone that really knows how to play Ryu isn't playing this way. And of course, this brings up a huge discourse of like, is it okay for someone who is almost certainly a professional fighting game player to come into what is basically a semi-pro competition and just body kids? The argument for, of course it is that the fighter immediately was like, hey, I'm giving all my winnings to charity. Don't worry about it. There was also some accusations, which this is an Imran article, isn't it?
Yes, Imran Khan.
Yes. Imran Khan notes that there are some accusations that Alex Vale is this player who he ran the tournament. I don't believe that. Vale's not this good, first of all. Also, he just didn't play like Vale. Vale plays a lot more of an aggressive play style. This person did play a lot more similar to Daigo Umehara. Well, a lot of people saying it was probably Daigo. Daigo's got a broken pinky. He's not showing up to fight kids in a South LA based like online fighting game competition. He's also the best fighting game player in the world. He doesn't need to. The thing is, it's probably this guy, Rekoha. I don't know who this guy is, but he's like a small time Twitch streamer who plays fighting games and plays a lot of Ryu and uses that skin and has the same number .193 in his gamer tag thing. It's this guy. Unimportant. The main thing I want to talk about here is like the whole anonymity thing in esports, and I feel like this is we are literally seeing probably one of the last times an example of this will happen, because I think with the more legitimized style that esports is taking just in general across everything, I really think that in order to like show up at a tournament, especially a play-in tournament, you're going to have to like prove, hey, I am this person. I am playing like this character for this reason. I'm not just coming in here to, because like what's stopping F Champ from coming, who I beat on stream, F Champ from coming in here and just wrecking through 6 tournaments and walking away with $6,000. Literally nothing.
I just like this idea of this man who's like probably like, you ever see the movie The Wizard? Where it's just like this one opportunity. He's never fought an opportunity in a convention or in a fight tournament ever. He shows up and just nails on everybody. He walks away, gives away all his winnings. He's down walking still behind the road with like a stick and a tassel, whatever it's called. Never to be seen again.
Bindle.
Never to be seen again. Bindle. That's right. Never to be seen again.
I saw someone on the fighting game Twitter was memeing. I was like, did this guy get literally possessed by some sort of fighting game spirit? Stumble into an arcade, pick up a fighting thing, leave.
That's right.
Wakes up in an alley. What happened?
And Ice is chasing him down with like a semi truck. Awesome.
No, it is a very good feel good story. Chris pointing out who this person probably is and what ramifications this probably has moving forward for tournaments like this, I think is very interesting. So, I
mean, I personally, if this is a pro player coming to Smurf on kids, I don't like that at all. I think that's like for a lot of these small time streamers, this is their chance to show off how good they are, and you just come in with way more experience and way bigger following and kick their asses. That's not fair.
That's a good point.
You don't see heavyweight boxers coming down to like college and just railing kids. Like, bam.
Yeah.
You say that, but we're probably gonna have what the Jake Paul versus.
That's true.
Oh my god!
You know what?
On the other hand,
Touche.
if they did that, it would be really funny.
It'd be really funny.
Elise, you are up next. What would you like to talk about for the third topic of the show?
I am up next. I want to talk about the sinking city because this is just wild. This is just wild.
It's really crazy.
So if you didn't know, Sinking a City, it's a game that came out like a year or 2 ago. It's like a Lovecraftian horror game. I think it's literally based on the like Call of Cthulhu mythos. And it's like a small-ish indie-ish game. Maybe like AA is what you'd call it. Recently, in the past week or so, the publisher or the developer has said that the publisher stole their game, pirated off their servers or some shit, and uploaded it to Steam without the developer's permission.
Yeah.
So the publisher is Nacon, the developer is Frogwares. It's just absolutely wild. The last thing that's on the like Steam, if you open up Steam and you click on it in your library, and you know how you see like news on Steam, the first thing is from the developer, don't buy this game. Like, you imagine logging into Steam and the first thing you see is don't buy this game from the developer.
Yeah.
So what actually happened here, it seems, is basically Nacon took the game off the like servers of the developers because they're the publisher, they have access to it. Took it off, added their logo into like the title screen and shit, and then put it back on without like contacting Frogwares at all.
Yeah.
And also somehow that made it so that Frogwares isn't getting any money from it, and Nacon is like stealing all the money from the Steam thing. So you can still get this game from Frogwares or the Sinking City's official website, but Steam, it has, last I checked, been taken off.
Yeah, I think they got a
It's been
DMCA on it.
delisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The developer filed a DMCA
hmm
against
Their own game,
a
essentially.
DMCA takedown with Steam to get their own game taken off.
Mhm.
And Nacon has responded saying that Frogwares is sabotaging their investments, essentially saying, "Hey, we didn't do anything. It's not like you can prove we actually did that. You're just a disgruntled former employee."
Right, which is
Sounds familiar.
that was
Boom.
I give you applause for that. That was really good. Yeah, no, it's absolutely wild to the fact that they're able to do this, and then even I believe the developers has argued that they owe them, I think it's 1 million euros in royalties or something like that, which is just you fucking hate to see it, you know? Like,
Wasn't this game supposed to be good too? What the hell happened?
It was supposed to be pretty all right.
Yeah,
Last I
it's
heard.
sort of all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, in general.
Like it's not like amazing, but it's
it
worth
doesn't deserve to have this happen to it.
No, it doesn't.
Catching up with the chat, we've got a point for Chris from Lizard.
That's Artemis from the Discord.
Yes, and we also have a point for Elise for this is some weird ass piracy. Exactly.
It's a very weird. Imagine pirating a game that like you published.
It has massive "you wouldn't download a car" energy.
Speaking of stuff we can talk about right now, David, fourth topic of the show. What would you like to talk about?
Bananas. I would like to talk about bananas.
You know, we all return to monkey sometime.
Fine, reject humanity. Let's go.
There is only banana. So the folks over at GameIndustry.biz, Brennan Sinclair in particular, been doing some patent trawling on Sony patents, as is the usual every few months when these go public.
Exactly.
Sony's doing some hilarious, useless stuff. They have patented a mechanism to basically identify when you're holding an object. So let's say I'm holding this Beyond Good and Evil 2 mug.
I fucking hate you.
And
Wow, you
Nice.
would have a Beyond Good and Evil 2 mug.
let's say I'm holding this Beyond Good and Evil 2 mug, and there is a game that recognizes mugs as a playable controller using the shape, pixels, like ratios, all that sort of stuff. You can map virtual buttons, so maybe the handle has like finger sensors on it. All of this is done virtually using essentially the camera from the PSVR system.
Mhm.
This is super cool and also never going to be used. Listen, what happened is someone from Sony watched Rudism's Twitch streams where he plays Overwatch with bananas, baguettes, potatoes.
Didn't he beat Dark Souls with bananas?
Might have been a DDR pad.
Mm.
Because
I mean-
he started doing DDR pads with WoW and Dark Souls. So I think that's where he got his roots, and then he moved to more
Got his
bananas
roots.
things.
That was good.
So the first part of that, this patent trolling is just bananas. Second part, which is the actual meaty part and cool part, is they also had some patents for potential controllers, which ditched the stupid light ball on top of the controller.
Thank God.
A+ on that one. And moves to really one that looks almost identical to Steam's Knuckle controllers, but includes the trigger like not feedback, the adjustable trigger strength that the DualSense has. But it's cool. It looks like they're ambidextrous controllers, which is awesome. You can just switch which side the strap is on. They've got finger sensors. They've got pretty much everything I want in a controller. So I hope this is what they actually go with. The only thing I hate is it's still using light. Stop. Stop using the light. Steal from Oculus or Index, dude. Stop using the light with your camera. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, we did have
someone else.
We did have a little bit of news about. I mean, they've confirmed that they're making a PSVR for PlayStation 5, and we got news this week. I didn't make an article of it that they've announced 6 new games, which is exciting. But yeah, if this means they're going to keep using this same kind of camera detecting light sensing technology, that's a bit of a bummer.
I really hope they don't. I'm pretty sure they are, since they sell a camera that has no use right now. It doesn't work with the existing PSVR, as far as I know.
No.
You need to use the old camera with an adapter.
Yeah,
That
it's
they'll ship
extremely
you
complicated. I gotta order that
if you
adapter.
send them a
'cause-
serial number.
yeah.
It's absolutely wild that that's still how they do their VR.
Yeah.
No, like I get if they want to
It's
use
cheap,
the camera,
it's
sure.
affordable,
Why are
yeah.
they selling it right now?
Yeah.
Hey, people got to stream from their PS5s and they don't have streaming systems, so
Can you use it for that?
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
so.
It actually
Okay.
it has background remover technology. You can just remove the background.
Oh, okay. All right.
look-
It has a use. I retract my statement
I wanna
earlier.
play Fortnite on my TV and I don't want to sit at my desk. Like that's what it's for. If I want to stream.
Okay.
There
Okay.
you go.
It has a use. I retract my making fun of it.
Really quick, people were not a fan of this topic because Lizard took away a point saying no banana. And RK fan says David owns a mug with an imaginary game's name on it, which is the best burn. Hilarious. But that starts us back at the top of the order. Mario, what would you like to talk about for your second topic of the show?
You know what? Let's go silly. Let's go Pringles that taste like an extinct bird from Halo.
No,
So-
damn it! No, I had so many jokes written for this. No!
Chris is ruined.
You can say it at the same time. But yeah, apparently there is a Halo branded Pringles that tastes like an extinct bird from Halo Reach because that planet blew up, I think. I'm trying to remember what happened to Reach.
Yes.
Mass genocide. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Bad things happened on Reach. And you are able to buy this now, I believe. What is let's see here?
Is it out yet? I'm not sure.
I think it's out in limited locations, maybe.
Yeah, limited location Pringles Moa Burger exclusively at Walmart now. Our latest shipments from Reach have arrived. How? It's been that long.
I mean, to be fair, Reach found like 2301 or some shit.
That's true. They got
Like,
time.
They still got like 300 years.
That's fair. That is fair. Oh man, but yeah, I thought this was ridiculous. But I also wanted to parlay that I also heard that there's Halo 3 maps being added to Halo 3 after 10 years. I'm also very excited about that.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, Russia got a special version of Halo. I don't know if you knew this, and there were maps that were exclusive to that version. It's finally coming to,
That's cool.
to the Master Chief Collection. So I'm very excited about that.
Why did they give special maps to Russia?
There was a special version. It was called Halo Online, and it was just for
The
Russia.
Cold War is
Oh,
over. What are we
yes, yes,
doing?
yes.
I remember reading this like in high school or something. I was like, what? They got
Putin
a
loves
special
Halo.
version? Yeah.
Depending on where this came out, he probably was not in charge of Russia, but that's fine.
I mean, he probably was.
Yeah,
fair.
let's be real.
Even if Medvedev was in power, it was Putin.
Anything else to add to that, Mario?
Everyone's favorite type of Pringles.
Oh,
What's everyone's favorite flavor?
there was a long period of time where I was pretty into the pizza as a kid.
Pizza are very good.
They're not bad.
Quite good. I'm gonna keep it simple with sour cream and onion.
You can't go wrong. You can't go
wrong
wrong.
I'm
can't go wrong
gonna
with
be an
sour cream
absolute
and
monster. Classic Pringles.
Oh yeah, you're
Okay,
that's a bad opinion.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be a basic ass white dude and say basic Pringles.
Oh,
maybe
yuck.
the,
I mean,
maybe
oof.
the cheddar cheese ones are also.
that might be even more offensive.
yeah. Last
I
night,
will also say that Lay's stacks
They're
are
better.
superior to Pringles.
Very
Wow.
superior.
That's
I agree
actually
with
a
that.
big statement.
I think I agree with that actually.
Sorry, what were you
Wow.
saying about last night in a Pringles can, Mario?
So on Amazon, I bought a giant box filled with like the little small snacker packs, and it came with like a bunch of different flavors. I grabbed a bunch of them, pretended like I had the full can. I just stacked it on top of each other. Ate through that sucker while watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
And when I went to bed, I had the worst wake up of like this like gross phlegm because of the sour cream and onion ones. Destroyed my throat and I had to puke. So that was fun. Don't do that at late night. So don't mix and match your Pringles. But barbecue Pringles are the best, and you're all wrong.
There we go.
It's all-
Barbecue are very good.
There we go.
I noticed this during his topic. There's no burger.
No.
No.
What does that have to do
no.
with the burger? The burger's not involved at
It's
all.
there's an ad in Reach that I guess was referred to as the Moa Burger.
There you
So
go.
therefore, we're
Um,
getting Moa Burger exclusive Pringles.
I did, in preparation for this topic, write a list of fake foods I would like to see brought into reality.
Okay,
Um,
Chris.
I mean,
sure.
Oh,
go ahead.
please.
First of all, I want Yoshi steaks. I don't care. Second off, for Monster Hunter, Palico Purina Chow. From Castlevania, give me the wall chicken. I want I Am Bread branded bread. I want Choco Burritos. Goofy's Oceanside Cabana and have a Nobody Negroni. And then I want to have a basil juice. Basil geese? No one actually knows. Banh mi.
I'm
Chris-
glad that you high-fived yourself on that one.
All you need to do is just open up like a gamer bar and then serve normal food named that. Easy done.
I'll do it, and I'll call it
I
Goofy's
just-
Oceanside Cabana. That's 2 goofy jokes, people.
No, we heard him. We heard
I
it.
want
We
you
weren't
to
gonna
know
acknowledge it.
that there are very few animals you cannot kill in Monster Hunter, and all of the palicos are included there. All the
No. It's Palico Purina Chow. It's like for your Palico.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
We're-
it's got that swole chef Palico on the cover, just like hell yeah, brother.
Amazingly, 2 people gave Chris points for that tirade.
People love the goofy jokes. I don't see what your problem is.
Sure. Chris, unfortunately, you do get to talk more. What would you like to talk about for your second topic of the show?
Well, I've been ruined. So fucking I don't know. Let's talk about this because it's never not funny, and it somehow keeps getting on the show. It's time once again to talk about Stadia, ladies and gents.
There's never enough
Right.
news about Stadia.
So allegedly, Google spent tens of millions of real human Earth dollars to get video games onto Stadia, a
Mhm.
platform they are no longer supporting.
Mhm.
Because they're Google and they love giving up on projects. It's kind of their whole thing. And honestly, this is good. This is just a flat out good thing for the industry. I know that sounds insane because a console is now dead. Was it a console? Who's to say?
I mean,
but
it's still working. Let's be clear.
It's
They're just not
a-
developing games for
a
it.
shitload of developers and publishers got a lot of money out of Google's pocket, and Google doesn't really care about video games. They thought they did for about like a year and a half. And then they realized that they don't. They pulled out. But in that interim time period, a bunch of devs made a bunch of free money off of Google, and that is great because we are going to hear about so much crap that was being paid for by Google to be a Google exclusive that is then just going to come out free on regular platforms like Steam and Epic Games and Nintendo Switch, all that crap, and we get to play them without ever having to buy a Stadia, and Google paid for it. This is the greatest possible scenario for anyone that never cared about Stadia, which is all of us. There was like 1 or 2 Stadia exclusives, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure
think
1 or
so.
2 of them was probably good. And guess what? We'll get to eventually play those now. And it's all gonna go great. You do not have a please go back to full cam. You do not have a Stadia controller. How
Oh,
dare you?
Mario.
I have 2, sir.
Oh, Mario, I'm so sorry.
So he can play twice.
First of all, I am a Stadia apologist.
Oh,
It's actually a pretty solid platform. There's no console. There's no subscription. You can just buy a game and play anything you want anytime. It's pretty nice. But I got these for free, so that's what's cool.
There we go.
sorry. I just had a realization. What happened to Discord Gaming?
Oh, it died.
Okay,
yeah, they
good.
died. They were like Twitch is here and doing the same thing but better, so we're out.
I'm cutting that. That was chaotic.
Oh, for sure. Elise, you are up next. What would you like to talk about for your second topic of the show?
All right, let's speculate on the future of Mediatonic.
Hey, yeah.
Fall Guys came out last year. It was a hit for about a week, and then people discovered Among Us.
It was a little bit longer than that, but sure.
Wow.
A week, a month, what have you. But then people discovered Among Us, the other Bean game,
It is the
and
other
kind of
Bean
dropped
game.
it like it was nothing.
Like it was a Fall Guy.
I'm sure it still has quite a few players, but it definitely kind of had the media zeitgeist for a couple weeks, and then, as things do, died out of the media, and I never got to play it, so I can't tell you a whole lot about how active it is now. However, new news, Epic Games has been on a bit of a buying spree lately, and their latest acquisition is Mediatonic, the Fall Guys people.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure all that we've seen from Fall Guys lately is they added like one new mode and a bunch of skins for the guys. I'm sure they're working on a new game because, of course, they are. And that, video game development takes a while. Epic wanted to get in on that, and the Epic Game Store has been, one of Epic's three big things. They've got Epic Game Store, they got Fortnite, and they got Unreal.
I was kind of hoping that you would somehow mention something without mentioning Fortnite. Of like, they have three big things and none of them are Fortnite. That would have been amazing.
Fortnite, we all know that doesn't make any money.
Right.
Goes with Fortnite Saves the World. That's
They
where
got Spellbreak, they got Kingdom Hearts, they got
They do have
Slime
Kingdom
Ra-
Hearts now,
They
actually.
got Rocket League.
Slime Rancher.
That's actually true. Shit, they do have Rocket League.
Yeah.
And
God damn.
as we know, Epic has been trying to get in on that Steam money. I'm not entirely sure how that's working for them,
Mhm.
but Steam basically makes Valve money for nothing. They can, between publishing games, developing games, and selling games,
Mhm.
we all know which one's the easier and more profitable one.
True.
So Epic Games, I think, has been putting up the best fight that we've seen. In the past, we've seen, Origin, but that was just EA games
Mhm.
and some indies for some reason. We've seen GOG, but that was mostly old games and CD Projekt developed games
Mhm.
and some indies as well. And that does okay for itself. But as we've seen in the past couple months, they've got some problems over there. And then Epic Games. And Epic Games has this wonderful feature that every week or so, and during sales every day, they give you free games.
Yeah,
And also they have Fortnite.
they do also have Fortnite.
Which
So I've
means
been
that
told.
it's actually people hate on it because it's a kind of shitty store experience. But it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. And they give me free games.
Yeah, I
So
can't complain about that.
if Fall Guys is going to come to Epic Games as a free game, and then we're going to get whatever Mediatonic does next with a bunch more money funneled into it from the rich as fuck Epic Games,
Mhm.
I think I'm okay with that.
The way I see this playing out is Epic Fortnite guys. They are the masters of getting skins for extremely recognizable properties into Fortnite. I think one of the biggest complaints we've had about Fall Guys is okay, after the first few oh, here's a cool thing, they're doing a crossover with Doom, they're doing a crossover with Cuphead. Then it was kind of now we're doing Knights, and now you can get snow themed costumes, and it's well, I don't care, I'm not gonna pay money to get a toboggan for my fucking bean.
We're getting Thanos in Fall Guys.
Yeah, exactly. Something ridiculous like that. I think that is kind of exciting.
We're getting Tony Hawk in the crash suit in Fall Guys.
It's a turducken of
if they added
bean.
a skateboarding level to Fall Guys, are you kidding me?
Oh, that'd be so good.
That'd be pretty fun.
That would be pretty good.
It's all just a loop. Everyone's just going through it. But imagine, in the same way you said that there are so many connections that they could reach out with so many other developers or even other media properties, that they could have themed seasons like how Fortnite has been doing.
Totally.
And they could do stuff with properties. I can immediately think of they had the Sonic thing, right? What if the level was literally the 3D that pipe level?
Oh, fuck yeah!
Where it's just a pipe. And then you're just running down and balls and stuff and all these hazards from Sonic levels are attacking you or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even anything like that. I mean, that'd be kind of cool to see what they could do in the future if they were going to expand it. Maybe even shorter seasons that way. So that way you can have more collaborations. But
totally.
Yeah, I'm curious. Because right now, I keep calling Fortnite the Ready Player One of video games. I mean, easily this could be another facet of it. So
totally.
I think it could. I think it does need
Jason Schreier.
more player base, more like media interest in it before it becomes that. Because like Fortnite has millions and millions of players. Fall Guys has,
I mean,
you know,
it sold 11 million
not
copies
the
on
same.
PC alone.
Well,
It did sell 11 million copies, but it didn't have
It's
the staying power that
also-
Fortnite did.
It's not
True.
on all platforms and doesn't have crossplay.
Yeah.
But
So,
it will soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Close.
imagine that's the first thing that Epic is gonna push them to do is like, okay, crossplay, chop chop.
Do that, and then
Well,
do you
just set
think
it
do you think they
on,
make it free to
Xbox.
play?
I'd be shocked if they didn't.
Yes,
honestly.
I think that's the move too.
100%.
Okay, so Lizard takes away a point from Elise, saying, "I can't stop seeing Among Us in your hat. I don't understand that, but them's the rules. I'm sorry." Lost
I
One
see
also takes away a point. Says, "Rip Paragon. I don't understand why you're attacking Elise for Paragon."
I think that was because Elise didn't mention Paragon
Oh
in
well.
the things Epic Games was known
That game genuinely could have been amazing.
Well, Reliant K fan says more like Paragon, which is not a joke, but it's funny to me. Moving on, final topic of the show, David. What would you like to talk about to bring us home?
Listen, there's actually a lot of good topics left. I'm gonna pick probably a bad one, which is Switch rumors. They're back,
Oh.
baby.
No,
Finally.
you picked a good one. It's the topic of the stream. We did it, everyone.
I was
Wow.
afraid
I
we were
didn't
going to
check
go the
this
whole
time.
thing, and that was not going to be picked. And I was
Mario,
like,
we do that
we
every
tricked
week.
everybody.
I
Literally,
check most of the time. Didn't check this week.
this is
Look out.
the running joke of the show. Is I'm like, okay, this is probably somebody's going to talk about this topic because it's major news. I'll make that the title, and nobody fucking talks about it. I'm like, well, great, I'm a fraud. I made a tweet that had a picture about the Switch in 4K, and now people showed up to watch that, and nobody talked about it. Great,
I did
thank
it
you,
once
guys.
for the first topic of the
Proper
show
SEO,
like 3
baby.
weeks ago, and I just made a bunch of goofy jokes in the topic, and he was so mad.
All right. Listen, rumors about a Switch Pro have been circulating for what feels like 3 years at this point. It's
For
it's
longer
been
than the Switch's
forever.
existence.
Seriously.
Switch is 4 years old. It's
Yeah,
3
no,
years
I
old.
was just making a
That's
joke.
fine. Literally, like these rumors have been going on almost since the Switch came out. Of like, oh, when is the new Nintendo Switch 3DS XL coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? It's probably coming out this year. I really hope it's this year,
Mm.
mainly because I picked up Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 on my fantasy critic team, and Nintendo, if you could help me out on that,
I forgot you did
that'd be
that.
cool. I would very much like to win this year. That'd be dope.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a risky move.
Yeah, I knew that when I took it. Shout out to Fantasy Critic, by the way. Great site.
Great. Stuff.
So the actual rumors this time, and I think this is the first real credible rumors we've had. The rest of them have just been like, oh, we think Nintendo's making it. Well, no shit. They're looking at making a Switch Pro or
But
a
Doug
second
Bowser
edition
told us
Switch.
they weren't, David.
My cousin at Nintendo said that they were going to work on it. Or it's my uncle. That's the joke. Whatever. This time, there are actual reports that Samsung is making OLED touchscreens for the new Switch that are supposedly 7-inch panels compared to this, what is it, 6.2-inch ones that are right now.
Yeah.
So basically, if you look at your Switch, imagine the bezel's gone. That's the new size of the screen. Which, boy, I wish I had mine right next to Mario. I would like to not have that bezel. It could be the exact same size and no bezel, and I'd be so happy. Gross. Disgusting. Like,
Ew. Bezel.
ew. Little
Yucky.
yucky, disgusting. But like, I'm a little disappointed that it's 720p. That's really the only downside. I think it's okay. I'm not like mad at it. I understand that the sacrifice was probably give up 1080p for more battery life, which for a mobile platform, I'm kind of for. And the other one coming out is like reconfirmation that the Switch is going to support 4K when docked, probably using NVIDIA DLSS, which I did not have a whole lot of faith for until they showed the 3000 series doing DLSS to like 8K. Shit's clean. It is very good. I'm super excited for this. Like, I think this is big, not just for the Switch, but for future mobile gaming aspects too. Like, I don't think Sony will ever try to do a Vita again, but if they do, they could use some DLSS stuff and try to compete with the Switch. They won't, but it's there.
Yeah.
But maybe 10 years in the future, people are sticking mini graphics cards in their phones using DLSS to connect to their TVs and upscaling. Like, I can totally see that being the future, and that excites me a lot about it.
That'd be kind of cool.
How dare you mention the Vita?
Hey, Vita means life.
Vita means life. Yes, thank you, Zach. Thank you, Zach.
Really quick, Will in the chat says, David, have there been any WOOPER sightings?
Oh, there's always a WOOPER watch going on. Zach, do you have
No, I thought you had
David,
it. Damn it.
He's not virtual cammed in, he's OBS Ninja in.
Damn.
No, I'm sorry.
Mario's dying. I'm glad that Mario appreciates this joke.
I could hook up a virtual cam to
Gotcha.
OBS Ninja.
I thought we were done with the Game Awards, but then you just reminded me so much.
We
Will, who is my coworker and friend and runs Subpixel, rotoscoped out the WOOPER watch animation.
Huh?
So in the middle of the show, I think it was last week, was just like, wait, do you guys hear that? It's a WOOPER watch! And all of a sudden all the WOOPERs just started walking on the bottom of his webcam, and it was the greatest thing of all time. Because that joke is so funny, and I feel like nobody appreciated it properly.
Because no one wanted to take I think Will said 18 hours it took to rotoscope out the WOOPER watch from the videos.
Yeah.
And you know how Nintendo is about sharing things, so they aren't sharing that MOV file to anyone.
It's very good.
I'll be slap the green screen on that, put that on YouTube. Everyone would download it.
There we go. Get Subpixel all the views. All right, but I think that is gonna do it, which does mean David, Elise, and Chris, it's time to go home and become family men, because this week's winner is Mario. Mario, congratulations. Are you ready for your minutes to win it? Talk about whatever you'd like.
Okay, yeah. Well, sure. This is where I assume I plug everything, right?
Yeah, take it away.
Here we go. All right. Yes, you can find me at Twitter at @MarioRivera. I have a new business email at MarioRiveraMedia at Gmail. So go ahead and write me sweet letters for only business purposes, only sweet, nasty stuff. You can read that to my Twitter. You can go follow my podcast at Point in Progress. We now have the YouTube URL, youtube.com/pointinprogress, where you'll see our podcast and breakouts from that show throughout the week. So definitely enjoy that. We're having so much fun doing that. We also have a huge focus on accessibility. So if you're someone that needs or enjoys reading captions, we do that for every episode. It's intense. It's a lot of work, and we make sure we do it for everybody. So everybody can enjoy it. Also, you can find me at twitch.tv/thatMarioRivera, where I'll be live streaming stuff, hopefully in sometime in the future. I'll have a different hair color by then, hopefully. And I can't wait for Snyder Cut to be over and we can stop talking about it. I'm going to use my time to say that. Also, Mortal Kombat looks okay. I'm going to say that.
There we go. Agree with.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Fuck Zack Snyder.
Not to be confused with me, Zack Schneider. It's unfortunate.
I never realized how close that is.
Oh man, the amount of people who are like, "Oh, like the director." I'm like, yeah, it's.
Just tell them you make good movies. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm not a hack. I'm not a cat, Judge.
We live in a society.
We do live in a society. I cannot believe that they opted to add that in. Anyways, we're not talking about the Snyder Cut here.
This is all being cut in the Chris Cut. I have for
good.
Everyone's Jesus in Snyder Cut. Everybody's Jesus.
Other things to plug.
If the Joker is Jesus, does that make Batman Satan?
Yes.
Yes.
Other things to plug this week. We've got another episode of our Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer series up. We finally got to case 4, which is probably most people's favorite case. Maybe the next case is. But go check that out. It was a lot of fun working on the edit for it now. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. Also, tomorrow I will be streaming with Wes some more Outer Wilds. I believe that's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, so be tuned for that. We don't have an episode of Save Datacast this week.
I do owe you all one on YouTube. It'll be up probably tomorrow.
Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Well, that can't go up tomorrow. This show go. David.
I'll do it. Whatever. It doesn't go up Saturday.
Are made everywhere.
Yeah, go up Saturday. It's fine. I blame work. I didn't have time this week.
No worries, no worries. We all live busy lives. Important, if you are watching this right now, please open whatever your podcasting app is and go find Around the Monitor and Save Datacast, our 2 flagship podcasts. Go there and please give those a review because that greatly helps us out a lot. Also, if you're not in our Discord or our Twitter, following us on Twitter, please go do that as well. If you're watching this back, that will be linked all down below. Chris, would you like to plug anything?
Yeah, I'll plug the usual extended universe. So you can find our good friends at the Debate This Cast on pretty much all platforms. They debate stuff in video games and also stream stuff. The Persona 5 stream series, very good. Highly recommend. You can find Zach directly after this on youtube.com/subpixel or subpixelfilms.com. That'll bring you to the YouTube channel for Subpixel, where they're doing local chat. That's our good friend Will, who gave us WOOPER Watch. I'm going to play right now. Thank you. Okay, WOOPER Watch.
This is the edit, you mean?
Yeah, no shit. What did you guess? And also, yo, I'm gonna echo Zach. Join our Discord. Shout out to our awesome Discord and then Twitter community. We got our first piece of fan art ever by Pantran on Twitter. I want to make sure I got the name right.
Yes.
Which hey, like, everyone's not freaking out as much as I am. That to me is like insane that we got fan art because we're a bunch of jackasses making jokes on the internet. And yes, shout out to the awesome Discord community that we have, who literally today were like pitching ideas to us of videos that I'm inevitably going to have to make.
Almost certainly.
We love you all.
And just to echo once more again, please go follow Mario's work. He's doing fantastic stuff. And yeah, I mean, you mentioned briefly the whole Dual Shockers drama, so my heart goes out to you, and I'm very excited to see what happens with Point in Progress moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm excited to see what are the new things. There's other projects within that will be coming out shortly. So
exciting too. Exciting. That is youtube.com/Point in Progress.
Point in Progress.
There we go. Awesome. All right.
Got something.
Please.
I've been on and off guesting on twitch.tv/MikuBread, MEEKU, playing some Among Us, some Amogus, and some board games. She's also streaming right now some Mario 3D World, if y'all
awesome.
Great game.
There, but
yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'll keep you updated when other things are happening too.
What was the name one more time?
MikuBread, MEEKUBREAD.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Go check that out as well. But I think that is going to do it for us. So again, until next time, remember, you can catch the show live on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam. If not, no worries. It goes up the very following day. But until next week, this has been Around the Monitor.